Good morning, everyone. This is Bryan Shupe. I'm your state representative for the 36th District, which includes the communities of Milford, Lincoln, Ellendale, Milton, Slaughter Beach, and Prime Hook. Today, I'm starting a new video series called Off Script with Shupe. I'm going to talk to you about what's going on locally in our district. I'm going to talk to you about what's going on in the state legislature. And I'm going to talk to you about how we can come together to strengthen our community in a positive way. I'm not going to use any notes. I'm not going to use any scripts. And I want you to be an active part of this as well. You can reach out to me by emailing at contact, CONTACT, at bryanshupe.com, or leaving some comments below to let me know what you would like to discuss. Over the next few weeks, we're going to talk about local initiatives like increasing the number of primary care docs, working on our infrastructure, our aging infrastructure here in all of our cities, and clean water. On the state level, we're going to talk about things like voter integrity, Second Amendment, and parental rights. Today is going to be just an introduction of who I am. If we have not met, I want you to get an opportunity to know where I come from, where my foundation is, and I want to hear from you as well. Please let me know who you are, what you do for a living, what you're passionate about, and I want to have an opportunity to talk with you. So when you send me an email, when you send me a comment, please also leave your contact information. I'd love to reach out to you. I'd love to have an opportunity to talk with you in person or by phone. I was born in Milford. I was born over by Lover's Lane on Lemuel Street by Lulu Ross Elementary School. I grew up in Eastman Heights as a child, and I remember riding my bike every single day. And also, I remember running with my friends every day. We were out from sun up to sundown, and it was one of those situations where Mom would call us for dinner, and that was the only time that we were really indoors. We loved being around here. The community looked quite different. It was mostly farmland. I believe only about 4,000 individuals were here in the city of Milford. Now it's close to 12,000. So it was quite a different place. And we've seen quite a lot of changes since I've grown up here. I went away to college at the University of Delaware. I studied political science. I got a bachelor's degree. And when I came out, I started my own business. I started my own business because I wanted to see something positive happen in my hometown. I started a business called MilfordLive.com. It was an online newspaper business for the city of Milford. At the time, the current newspapers that were delivered to the door had a lot of police and fire on the front pages and a lot of statewide news inside of them. And I wanted to do something different than that. I knew that the majority of our community was doing positive things, whether that was through small business, through nonprofits, through the local school districts. I knew that people were doing a lot of positive things to make our community a better place. And I wanted the news to at least reflect proportionally the same thing that was going on within our community. So I started Milford Live to show people the things that others were doing in a positive way. I also wanted to bring the digital news realm to the city of Milford. At the time, there was not a lot of digital news. 12 years ago when I started this business in 2010 for hyperlocal news. Yes, we had national news, but not a lot of local things were online at the time. So that business has since grown. For 12 years, it now has grown into Delaware Live, which is a statewide hyperlocal news business that shares news of Delaware people, Delaware businesses, Delaware nonprofits across the first state. While I was building that news company from a apartment that I lived in Milford at the age of 26, I met my wife, interestingly enough, through that business. She was opening a business called Fur Baby Boutique in downtown Milford on Walnut Street. And I interviewed her about opening that business. We met at Dolce in downtown Milford, and usually interviews about businesses take about, I would say, half an hour or 45 minutes. And after about an hour and a half of us talking, we kind of realized there was a little spark there and something more. So I was really, really fascinated by her story, wanting to start a small business. I was a small business owner, just getting up and started for about a year. And I really, really should have known I was in trouble when about a week later, she had me in her new store, putting in inventory, putting up shelves, painting walls, and it has been the same ever since. My wife and I have built Fur Baby Boutique into what it is today, Fur Baby Pet Resort. It started out as a 800 square foot facility just selling pet items into now a 10,000 square foot facility on the Mispillion River doing services. Doggy daycare, overnight, grooming, and of course boutique and grocery as well. And we now have about 20 employees that are all within the local economy. And we also rehabilitated a building there as well. The building that we are currently in used to be Milford Fertilizer, and it sat vacant on the Mispillion River for about 20 years. We were fortunate enough to purchase the building, purchase the land, and rehabilitate it to put our business inside of it, inside the downtown area. So we are small business people at heart. We know what it takes to devise a plan, to have a vision, to bring partners together to make that vision whole, and to work hard every single day to accomplish something that you see in your mind to have it come to fruition. Those businesses started when we were 26 and 27. I was very fortunate. When I was 29, I had many individuals in our community asking me to run to be the mayor of Milford. They liked the things that we were doing with our small businesses, and they liked the things that we were doing volunteering for the Boys and Girls Club, for the Downtown Milford Incorporated, for the Chamber of Commerce. So I decided to run. I thought that I could give some good perspective. I thought that I had a good small business mindset. I could plan very well and could bring people to the table. As the mayor of Milford, I was the mayor for 4 years. We did some great things. We partnered with Bay Health to construct the Bay Health Sussex campus. We also partnered with the Milford Wellness Village, which was the former Bay Health facility on Clark Avenue. And now they currently have 12 businesses there, 12 healthcare businesses there on Clark Avenue, and they are exceeding expectations. We also rehabilitated a lot of infrastructure within the city of Milford, aging infrastructure from sewer, water, lead remediation, flood mitigation, and continued the heritage of the Mispillion Riverwalk, which we are still putting investments in today. We also partnered with the Milford Library and the Milford Little League to put investments in those areas as well, to make sure that our families had places to go, places where they could have a safe place for learning, safe place for play. And we really had a lot of fun bringing our community together around the city of Milford. After 4 years of being the mayor of Milford, I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to run for state legislature. I have been a state representative for the last 4 years, and we really have focused on listening to the people of Milford, Lincoln, Ellendale, Slaughter Beach, Milton, Prime Hook, and focusing on and listening to them and creating plans about what they want to see here for this community. A lot of that surrounds around healthcare, wanting more primary care doctors, wanting to reduce the costs in healthcare, wanting to preserve farmland, open space, clean water initiatives, and making sure that we have transparency in government, making sure that they know what's going on at the state level, that they can get access to the bills that are being passed, they can get access to their school systems, they can get access to their local businesses, they can get access to their local governments. Those are the things that we have really focused on with the help of our community, and we're looking forward to pushing forward. I am personally, I am a very active reader. I am on book number 28 for the year. I love reading. As you can see behind me, my two children are with me in that. They love reading as well. I have a 2 and a 5-year-old. They'll be 3 and 6 next month, and that is my proudest title of all. I am a small business owner. I'm a state legislator. I've been a mayor, but Daddy is really the proudest title that I have. They wake me up in the morning, and it's why I go to work in the morning. It's why I try to do everything I can, whether it's through our private businesses or through our public services, to be able to protect the future of our community. I'm looking forward to having this discussion with you all on here. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments, to hearing your emails, and I'm looking forward to presenting some more series for you to show you and listen to you about what's going on in our local community and also at the state level. I'll talk with you soon.